The snowpocalypse has not hit yet, so the campus still looks the way that it does. We think we can sneak in a couple of games before the heavy stuff comes down later tonight. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us on the ISC Sports Network. The second half of Crossroads League play is about to get underway as Bethel visits Marian. Ladies first at 1 o'clock and the men to follow at 3. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you on the ISC Sports Network. And Jan, while most teams look at 17-2 and go, hey, that's great, Marian's lost a couple of their last few games on Saturday afternoons. Last week at Huntington, week before against St. Francis. Very few teams get to 7-2 and go, what's wrong? That's kind of where Marian's at, though, right now.
Yeah, you and I talk about this conference every year about it is definitely a marathon. You're going to have some ups and downs and, a lot of intangibles for Marian. But listen, the good news is for Marian, they're going to play St. Francis again. So they can control their destiny. They need to get things back in order offensively. We'll talk more about that as we go. But still, there's a lot of pluses on this Marian women's side.
You were here for the St. Francis game 2 weeks ago. Obviously, the road game in Huntington was 7 days ago. What have you seen in those two losses that should catch Santana Anderson's attention?
Well, it's kind of interesting because Marian, believe it or not, is the second best three-point shooting ball club in the conference. So you go, well, that's pretty good, and it is. But here's what they've done. The two losses really kind of stuck out a little bit because they fell in love with the three and didn't hit a lot of them. Marian shoots the three, Greg, really well when it's in their offense. But if they go down and just that's their shot, those two games didn't pan out real well.
It is a Bethel team that has won 13 games. They have improved their program over the last couple of years. Again, this is the second time around the league. Marian went to Bethel and won by 13. Jan, what has your attention about the Pilots?
Well, they're very balanced, number one. So they got 5 to 6 players at all times that'll hit double figures. They don't have that one big-time scorer. They've won some games. They lost their last game, so they got a little momentum. They still have some things they want to accomplish. Look, Marian now is the hunted. So whether you're 500 or the best team, everybody's going to give Marian their best game.
Olivia Nickerson, the leading scorer out of Twin Lakes for this Bethel program. Of course, Abby McNally paces the way for the Marian Knights. We'll take this quick timeout when we come back. Starting lineups, opening tip-off from the PE Center and John Grimes Court as you're watching Marian basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
To see the success that we've had around here has been very, very rewarding for me. My name is Steve Downing. I'm athletic director. We've been able to build buildings. We've been able to put up video boards. We've been able to build locker rooms, dining halls here. And I think a lot of that speaks to the M Club itself. People are really excited about what we're doing here. We haven't had to sacrifice anything for our athletes, okay, in terms of clothing them, feeding them, or traveling them to events. And we've done it in a first-class way, and I'm really excited about what that means for the M Club itself.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top-performing banks. Take our fixed-rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top-performing banks. Hop on over.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
Hey, grab me one too.
Bethel starting lineups being introduced by the public address voice of the Marian Knights in Mark Erdosi. We'll wait to get it to Mark until he gets to the Marian starting lineup. But the starting five for Bethel: Mariah Claywell, Isabella No, Isabel Scales, Olivia Nickerson, and Jasmine Smith. Again, Jan touched on the balance that this Bethel team has. Nickerson is their leading scorer. She is also their leading three-point shooter at just shy of 40%. She makes an average of 3 threes a game. She is also a fantastic free throw shooter at 97%. But Nickerson, Scales, and Claywell lead the offensive attack for Bethel. Again, Marian beat them 73-60 when those two teams got together back in early December. Here's Mark Erdosi with the Marian starting five.
And cheer as we meet the starting lineup for your Marian Knights. In the middle, a 6'1" senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 11, Abby McNally. At the point, a 5'8" sophomore from Bedford, Indiana, number 15, Madison Bailey. At guard, a 5'11" junior from Huntington, Indiana, number 23, Taylor Double. At guard, a 6'1" redshirt junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 24, Olivia Faust. And rounding out your night starting lineup is a 5'8" senior guard from Pittsboro, Indiana, wearing number 34, Kenna Kirby.
Kennedy Coleman out due to an injury for Marian. A very experienced, a very talented group in the starting five for Coach Anderson. Again, McNally averaging 18 points and 9.5 rebounds a game to lead the way. But Jan, you noted this before we hit the airwaves. All of a sudden, Madison Bailey's points are really starting to uptick for Marian.
Yeah, she's really looking to score, and I like it. The confidence is really at an all-time high. You and I have really highlighted her, really feel like she has been a big piece of this puzzle for the Marian Knights.
Kofi Premo, Craig McCarty, and Aaron Talbot, our three-man officiating crew for today's game. If you chose to stay home and watch this one instead of making your way to the PE Center, we don't blame you. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us on this frigid and about to be snowy Saturday throughout the state of Indiana. Bailey again lets fire from three and misses. Double got a hand on it. And the scrap for the loose ball, jump ball, which means we will go in the opposite direction. Bailey on the season, 36% from three-point range. Sophomore from Bedford, North Lawrence. Marian in second place currently in the league. St. Francis now at 8-1 in league action. Bethel checks in at 4-5 in the Crossroads League.
Well, you talked a lot about what Bethel wants to do in free throw shooting, especially on the road. Two things happen. They shoot great, and it forces the other team to get in foul trouble.
Marian, again, often wins because of what they do on the defensive end. McNally, a lot of contact there, and McNally comes up gippy on that ankle. A play on from our referee. But then immediately McNally goes right back and lays that one up and in.
Really coming out strong. Hopefully that ankle will kind of work itself out. That's what she's trying to do.
It is eye-popping every time you look at what Marian does defensively. Opponents are scoring 52 points a game against them on the season. And given the fact that McNally is about to attempt her third consecutive layup, that should tell you what Marian can do on the defensive end.
Man, I think it's just solid for Abby. She has not had the last 2 or 3 games to kind of get out in front of her game type performance, and I think she needs that today.
We'll talk more about Abby and Kylie throughout the course of the broadcast, but We'll talk about those two off the court in a matter of moments as well. McNally could not stop that one. Good take to the bucket. Basket is good by Smith.
Well, the other teams that we've had have had success against Marian have attacked the glass, and Abby's on fire.
Tremendous post feed to McNally, who gets the bucket to go. McNally shooting 60% from the floor, and again, all of her points come around the paint area. She has attempted all of 2 3-pointers this season.
But when you're shooting 60%, get her the ball.
On the turn, McNally alters that one, doesn't get the block. She has 33 blocks on the year. Now it's just more of her presence creating an issue there. Bailey on the bounce, and ball out of bounds. And so far this game is being officiated as if there's an impending snowstorm and people want to get home.
You think that's on somebody's mind? I think it's a great observation on your part, by the way.
Thank you. So 6-2 the score. Marian in front.
Well, Marian's key is get off and put pressure defensively. That really starts their offense.
Shot altered. That was Faust on the closeout. The redshirt junior from Triton Central. He's having another great year for Brian Graham in Shelby County. Bailey down the lane, missed it. So Bailey has missed her 3 tries again. She's become much more aggressive offensively.
Well, she's looking to score, and she's had 3 great shots. She just didn't go in, but has really turned it on here in the second half.
Nice post feed. It's really well done by Bethel. That's Smith who gets her second field goal. So the Pilots back within a bucket here in the early going.
This is a matchup problem for Bethel, more so than some other teams.
Kirby, shot blocked. That was Scales that came over to get in Kirby's way. No chance to tie or take the lead this time down for the Pilots. Marian has won 24 consecutive games against Bethel. Again, this is a much improved Bethel team.
Good switch that time, good help side defense.
The step through, beautiful. That Scales the bucket. Scales comes in averaging double figures on the season, one of 3 double-digit per game scores. She has started all now 20 games for Bethel so far this year. The slip to McNally, and when McNally's gotten the ball, good things have happened for Marian. We've said that, Jan, now for 4 years.
All day. Nice high pick and roll, great pass. That's what we're talking about. 60% get her the ball.
McNally 4 of 5 from the floor. Her teammates 0 of 4 so far. Faust just couldn't get there in time. Made the read, couldn't cover back. 3-pointer is missed, and Bailey gets a tough rebound in traffic. Ball knocked away. Just McNally was fighting for position, couldn't get established in time to make a move to go get that. Second Marian turnover. Smith. Well, again, it's been consistent so far in today's game.
We're letting them play. Bethel likes to shoot the 3, Greg. They take 21 a game. Haven't shot a lot so far.
Double says that's a good idea and knocks it home.
Now, Marian, really, we talked about this early, Greg. Great rotation within the offense. They shoot the 3 very well.
Double is Marian's most prolific 3-point shooter. That's her 26th make of the season. McNally couldn't get to that in time. There is a 3 for Bethel that goes. Triple is up and good for Nickerson. Again, leading scorer for the Pilots.
Yeah, they put in about 7 threes a game, shooting about 21 a game.
So Nickerson gets the first make from distance. The steal by McNally. The dime dished by Olivia Faust.
Really good look. Got the pass just high enough where it could only be caught by Abby.
The runner does not go, and McNally does a good job of putting that ball to the floor to make sure that was not a travel. And our first foul of the game is whistled with 3:38 to go in the opening quarter, and that will also lead us to our first media timeout. Bethel will have a line change when we come back. Knights are enjoying a 4-point lead early as you're watching Marian basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
We jumped in immediately. We take a intro to engineering course.
And they sit there and tell you, we're not going to push you through every single prereq your first 2 years. We're going to let you get hands-on work with engineering right away, because 2 years of a prereq, that's boring.
There's companies always asking for students with shop experience. And the dean will email me and say, hey, they're looking for a guy just like you, which is awesome that the dean knows who a guy like me is.
Want to thank our outstanding ISC Sports Network crew that are braving the elements to be here today. Thanks to Eric Annette, Carlos Alarkin, Dalton Cox, and David Kahn, alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Rakestraw with you. Not snowing outside yet. It's going to turn on at some point in time this evening and not stop for a while. So be safe out there those next couple of days. Inside here, it's 13-9, Marian in front, but Bethel's been impressive so far, Jim.
Yeah, they kind of used the same recipe that St. Francis did. The last 2 or 3 teams have really tried to pull Marian out and isolate one-on-ones at the rim, and it forces Marian to really have help side, and if they don't, teams are really kind of winning at the rim.
Well, frankly, you're not going to outsize or out-physical Marian. You can't try to beat them at their game. You've got to do something different. As we mentioned, a whole new slew of players coming in for Bethel. Hannah Ruddle, Jocelyn Marshall, Justice Williams, and Dominique Stilley all in for the first time for the Pilots. Isabel Scales stays on the floor for Bethel. Kylie McNally was the intended target. And that ball knocked away and taken away by Bethel.
Well, Bethel's now really starting to sag around Abby in the middle, Greg. You got to reverse the ball, make him move.
A wall of McNally shows up as Abby comes to help Kylie. It turns into a traveling violation by Bethel. It's their 4th turnover. For Marian, only Kylie McNally coming on as the only change. No Kennedy Coleman, so one less player in the rotation today for the Knights. And a little less size for Marian. Double. Shot clock at 9. McNally will power her way up, left that one short. Her first miss in a while. She's 5 of 7 from the floor. Zoe Wheeler will check in, next stoppage in play for the Knights.
Zoe Wheeler's really been playing well as of late, Greg.
Former Ben Davis Giant.
Bethel really moving the ball with good spacing in the half court.
This is Scales trying to drive on Kylie McNally, and foul is called on Kylie. Got a whole lot of basketball, but got just enough body to draw the whistle. And 2 free throws coming up for Bethel.
Yeah, and look, this is exactly what I was talking about. See how spread the defensive is? And if Marian doesn't recognize this in a hurry, teams are really trying to get that one-on-one and get a foul on either one of the McNally sisters.
So double goes to the bench for Marian as Wheeler comes back in. Scales to the free throw line. Well, that is a rare miss. She is an 81% free throw shooter.
Yeah, you're talking about a team that shoots 78% from the line, making about 15 a game. That's really a big piece of what they do.
Scales now will check out. She's former Caston Comet is Scales from Rochester. On your screen there was Lorraine Gaskins. She is a freshman from Poland, Ohio. McNally all the way down, though. That was Kylie. But the ball finds Madison Bailey. That's going to be a push in the back on the low block defense against
That was
Bethel.
a really good picture to show what's happening. When the ball goes in the middle to Abby or Kylie, Bethel's making a decision. They're going to collapse at least 3, sometimes 4. Watch. It's a man-to-man with zone principles.
Kylie on the outlet and couldn't find a teammate. Give me the chance to talk to both Abby and Kylie before today's game. If you have not followed this Marian team, they lost their mother very unexpectedly earlier this month. Both come up and said hello to us and had kind words for us about, frankly, the kind words we offered towards their family in recent broadcasts. Those two have been outstanding players here at Marian. The three for Bethel does not go. And Abby McNally, as she has done to a record-setting pace, grabs the rebound for Marian as the school's all-time leading rebounder. And when she gets the ball there, just go to the other end. That's 2 points.
Yeah, really good entrance pass, but everybody's moving. That's when Marion's so effective, Greg, when everybody's moving in the motion offense.
Abby with 12 of the Marian 15. Knights enjoying a 5-point lead. Player just kept that pivot foot down long enough.
Bad pass.
Bailey, as if she was playing free safety, got that one to go. And then throws the deep ball to McNally.
Wow. Abby really doing a great job of running the floor in transition, and they're getting her the ball.
Obviously, Marian, a school where football is pretty doggone good, too. Abby knows run the go pattern. run the post. The ball will find you.
Yep. Get the post pattern.
So the lead now up to 7 for the Knights. And
wow.
Just a shot that still he goes, all right, you're going to leave me unguarded? Fine. I'll make it. It was a 2. Foot on the line. 17-12.
Listen, Bethel is not going away. They're staying right with them.
Wheeler off the deflected pass. No. Rebound claimed by Williams for Bethel. Out of the closing seconds here of the opening quarter.
This is a Marian pace, though. A little faster than I think that Bethel wants to play, but so far they're hanging in there.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Bailey. Five seconds to go in the quarter. Marian does have a foul to give if they choose. Ball's got to go up, just a forced shot. Well defended by the Knights. Marian enjoys a 17-12 lead after 10 minutes. We're back after this short timeout as you're watching Marian basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Marian enjoys a 5-point lead. Today's game presented in part by AAA Roofing. When it rains, it pours, so trust the pros at AAA Roofing. That's who we call. Special thanks, AAA Roofing, for their support of Marian Athletics. And let's face it, Jan, we have become accustomed to dominant performances by Abby McNally. I'm having a tough time remembering when she has been this dominant and this much a part of what Marian is wanting to do. She has 14 of their 17 points. She is 7 of 9 from the floor.
Well, she's doing her part first and foremost of moving down to the block, calling for the ball. She's that player. She needs to call for it. You know, don't be afraid to be dominant. It's okay because you're that good. You can do that. But now she's added, listen, I'm going to get out. And if they can find me, I can get a few off transition.
You know, there's almost two schools of thought defensively. In other words, you'd say don't let their best player beat you. Or go, listen, this player's going to get hers. Don't let anybody else go off. If you're a believer of that theory, Bethel's been great because the other players from Marian are a combined 1 of 7 so far.
Yeah, when she sets the pace, sets the tempo early, and they're looking for it, that's when it kind of opens, I think, in the half court for others to really bring their game in.
Ball tipped away by Fisher. I think Wheeler, nope. Going to be touched last by Williams. Marian may have caught a break there. Fisher's in for Marian. Sophomore from Northridge High School. Bailey on the penetration. Wheeler on the take. The runner by Wheeler is good.
Under control. Bailey with a really good skip pass.
Wheeler, the sophomore from Ben Davis, 5 points and 2 rebounds a game for Zoe. And the lead back to 7 for Marian.
Well, Wheeler brings a level of quickness that really makes her different.
Smith looking to go to work. Shot does not go. Put back blocked. And the rebound corralled by Marian. Good inside out by Wheeler. Bailey pulls and misses. And then going to be called for the foul. And Bailey not being rewarded for that more aggressive stance she's been taking offensively, as she is 0 of 4 from the floor.
Yeah, you know, great shot selection. She's moving. She's getting the ball in the right areas, Greg. Just have not fallen here early, at least for her, but nothing wrong with her movement and her shot selection.
She's a 47% shooter.
Yeah.
And 4 good shots that haven't gone.
Good shooters, it'll come around. If you shoot good shots, it'll come around. And she does.
Scales back on the floor now for Bethel. Nice slip.
Really nice pass.
Good play design. Missed shot, though, by Smith. But fouled and won.
Man, give her credit, Greg. She hung in there. She was double teamed and then triple teamed. Look at this. Gets her own rebound. There's the triple team and still hammers it up.
Smith has played in just 12 of those 20 games for Bethel this year. She's averaged about 11 points a game. And for the free throw line, connects. And there was a whistle given. As Nickerson now will check back in for Bethel. Smith, a senior from Ligonier, Indiana. Bailey. Wheeler turns down the 3. She'll take the mid-range jump shot and miss. Marian has a team just under 50% from the floor, 9 of 19. Bethel 6 of 15 so far. Bailey got a fingertip on that, but couldn't corral it. Shot clock at 9 now for the Pilots. Ball's got to go up. Smith recognized that. Shot was partially blocked. That'll be a shot clock violation. Well defended by Marian. Claywell will check back in now for the Pilots, as Williams has a seat. Marian has yet to find consistent offense other than McNally.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Only a 2-possession lead. It feels more than that, but it's not.
Ball was tipped away by a Bethel player. McNally spins the jump hook, no. And McNally couldn't track down the rebound. So Marian's got a bit stagnant offense. Kenna Kirby will check back in next stoppage in play. Now the 3 is fired up, and McNally, and again, I'll use a football analogy. She gets her hands on it, it's not going anywhere. Those are vices that she puts on a basketball. Bailey's runner, no. Just can't buy a bucket early.
She sure can't. Nothing wrong with everything that she's done, just not been able to finish, Greg.
Knights have missed their last 4. They have been scoreless now for the last 2.5 minutes. Nickerson on the drive, and again, that is Kylie McNally, and I like that wrinkle by Marian. That's put a little more size and athleticism on the other team's best player.
Yeah, take a look. This is that help side, good defense. Kylie has really, I think, picked up her defense, Greg, here in the second half of the season. Playing very well.
3 from the top of the key on the handoff does not go, and that is Kylie on the rebound. Fisher in the lane, shot blocked. Good recovery, got the rebound, shot won't go, but Fisher will shoot 2. I tell you, Smith has been very impressive for Bethel so far, Jan.
You're exactly right. I was thinking the exact same thing. Marian's inability to get constant flow in their half court has kind of allowed Bethel to stay hanging in here a little bit.
So Fisher to the line. She does not get there very often. She is 5 of 6 on the season. and connects.
It's really kind of one of the pieces to Marian's puzzle here in the last 4 or 5 games. They're a team that when they get to the free throw line, that really tells you they're being physical inside. They have not been at the free throw line the last 4 or 5 games near as much as they had been.
And frankly, they're not a great free throw shooting team. That is a bit of a weakness, 65% from the line. McNally got a hand on that, so Smith can go to the backcourt and get it. On the take down the lane, score it.
Just absolutely crashing at the rim. That's what has really been the footprint for teams playing Marian here in the last 3 or 4 games.
Bucket by no. McNally lost the handle and Marian turns it over. A chance to tie, this time down. Nickerson for 3, no. Kirby got a hand to it. Scales, tied up. In the area, we'll keep it here. Trio of Marian players will come in. Grimm in for the first time, double and fouls to return.
Greg, I don't think I have to tell anybody Marian's only scored 3 points in this quarter. I mean, they came out, I thought really offense was clicking pretty well, and they have just went stone cold. Maybe not as cold as us up here, but their shooting has certainly went cold.
Well, understandably, it is a bit chilly in the building today because of, frankly, how cold it is outside. It wasn't last time that Fisher blew on her hands before that last free throw.
That's interesting. I didn't see that.
3 does not go. Kirby the rebound.
Oh, they missed her.
Abby McNally getting a break for Marian. That's rare.
Kylie was wide open, didn't see her.
Faust down the lane, and offensive foul is called.
Wow, not much has went right here in quarter number 2 for the Knights. Take a look here, let's see. Pretty solid call. Hard to argue.
And again, McNally has 14 of the Marian 20 of the players on the floor. Only 1 3-point basket has been made by Taylor Double.
Well, we talk about how much Marian has scored. Bethel's only scored 5 themselves.
Grimm stumbles, but recovered in time, and Marian forces the takeaway. Kylie McNally may go 94 feet. Faust turns down the 3. Kirby turns down the 3.
Really
Grimm
good
says,
offense.
Fine, give it to me, I'll score it.
Really good offense. Ball reversal. Got a one-on-one at the post, got an end to her. Good ball rotation, Greg.
Grimm, one of the few non-Indiana players in this Marian squad. She's from Centerville, Ohio. She has never had a problem being aggressive on offense in her time with the team. It's her first bucket. Scales, runner, too strong. Smith fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws.
Well, some of the problem right now, Marian is not rebounding very well. I mean, they got to check out. Something I thought they did really well in the first half of the season, but not so much in the second half.
Media timeout before we see 2 free throws to the Bethel Pilots. Marian's lead is 5. We're back in a moment as you're watching Marian basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
This story is mad good.
Ice Spice? Who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
This is intense.
But I love you. Aw, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Today's game on the ISC Sports Network presented by Back 9. Back 9 Golf Entertainment is the city's premier golf experience. Located in downtown Indianapolis, and they're proud to partner with Marian University. Marian students get special discounts every Wednesday. To reserve your experience, visit back9golf.com. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you. And many thanks to our ISC Sports Network crew who did not risk life and limb to get here. Maybe on the way home. Thanks to David Kahn, Dalton Cox, Eric Canet, Carlos Alarkin, and Vince Morales. And we were scheduled to have high school basketball this evening. That has been ixnayed. My college game tomorrow has been postponed at this point.
What are you going to do with all this free time,
My
Greg?
kid's going to stare at me and go, who are you again? We look like you. Do we know you?
Oh, that's funny.
So free throws coming up.
Let's give Bethel some credit, Greg.
Yep, very much so.
You know, offensive rebound, they average about 13. That's what Marian does, but it's their ability to get second looks. It's really starting to take its toll on Marian a little bit.
+5 on the glass so far for Bethel as Smith misses from the line. Smith makes a second free throw. Smith, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. She gets there a lot, takes 6 a game. And Abby McNally keeps getting a breather on the bench for Marian. She had 14 of their first 17. Kirby for 3, no. Faust couldn't get there in time. Mid-range baseline jump shot does not go. Good inside position by Olivia Faust. Shot clock at 14. Knight's now 42% from the floor. Kylie's running left-hander does not go.
Wow. Bethel's kind of held their ground in the paint. While the shots have not been bad by Marian, they're not getting real good clean looks either.
Bethel 7 of 23 from the floor. Again, that's just Marian's calling card, is what they do defensively. That's going to be a foul on Grimm, yep. And 2 free throws coming up for Scales.
Hate to keep harping on it, but that's exactly what is happening again. Bethel down low is either getting something or getting fouled, Greg. No help side that time.
Well, let's face it, it's a different ball game when Abby McNally is not in the game, and guess who's coming back in the game right now?
No question.
Bailey will check back in as well. Kylie McNally will have a seat. So the starting 5 now back on the floor for the Knights. Scales misses, and frankly, Bethel is giving away some free points here. They're now 3 of 6 from the stripe. And missed again.
Boy, they've really hurt themselves there. They've gotten to where they want to get the free throw line, shooting 78 for the season, but man, they've struggled there today.
Double, got it.
There we go.
Double has made both field goals she has taken. She's got 5. And back to a 6-point game.
Greg, all of a sudden, we got a pretty good crowd in here. I was beginning to think nobody would show up. This might be one of the better crowds.
It has not been an offensive explosion for either team here in quarter number 2. And steps called. Smith just kind of walked that pivot foot a little bit that time, waiting to make the move.
Well, that's one of the stats that Bethel has really struggled with. They turn the ball over, or have turned the ball over quite a bit. Not as bad today, averaging about 17, 18 turnovers a game. And that you can't really do that and stay consistent winning games.
3 in the corner, no. But a foul on the rebound called against Bethel. Just the second foul against the Pilots here in the quarter. So underneath out of bounds coming up for Marian. Still, he will check back in for Bethel. That's 2 on Smith. Let's see if now she'll sit maybe for the final 2 minutes here of the half. That's big. And Bailey and McNally's not on the same page. Marian's 6 turnover. (7-6) in the quarter. Marian has outscored Bethel.
Yeah, this quarter, while Bethel hadn't lit it up either, they're right where they want to be, within striking distance, and they're really holding Marian down in the point category.
But frankly, we've talked about this for years for Marian. Their defense is so good, they can survive some substandard offensive days. Shot clock at 4. Nickerson now realizes and just kind of fires that one at the backboard. Marian claims the possession.
Marian needs a good look here. Just need to get a good look and get some flow going before half.
You wanted a good look?
I think that's the one we're looking for.
Doesn't get better than that.
Good job. That's exactly what you do. Go to where you shoot 60%, get her the ball.
McNally now 8 of 12 from the floor. Kirby pokes the ball away.
See if Marian can finish strong here with 1 minute.
Shot clock at 3. Nickerson shot block. That was Bailey. Good look ahead pass. Double. Didn't have the angle to attack. Faust lets it fly, and it's an 11-point lead.
And I have always said all year, if Faust can shoot a 3 while she's moving, she always shoots it better. Told you that was going in when she shot it.
Faust, her 21st made 3 of the season. So Marian now enjoys their largest lead, and that, it was tipped, so it's not a turnover. 7-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Justice Williams now returns. Head coach Scott Polsgrove at Bethel. On the drive. Mid-range jump shot for Stilley is good.
That's a really good shot by Bethel, much needed.
Stilley, a sophomore from Concord. Clock is on your screen. Bailey, runner, does not go, and been a rough offensive first half for Madison, but again, defense always travels, even on a day where it's just a wee bit chilly in the building. 29-20, Marian leading Bethel at halftime. We'll take this quick timeout. Halftime coverage comes your way next. You're watching Crossroads League basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
To see the success that we've had around here has been very, very rewarding for me. My name is Steve Downing. I'm athletic director. We've been able to build buildings. We've been able to put up video boards. We've been able to build locker rooms, dining halls here. And I think a lot of that speaks to the M Club itself. You know, people are really excited about what we're doing here. We haven't had to sacrifice anything for our athletes, okay, in terms of clothing them, feeding them, or traveling them to events. And we've done it in a first-class way, and I'm really excited about what that means for the M Club itself.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
At halftime, it is Marian leading Bethel by a score of 29-20 here in Crossroads League action. Tonight's game on the ISC Sports Network, presented in part by BSN. BSN is the preferred provider of apparel for Marian University Athletics. Greg Rakestraw and Jan Bozigan. This has been lower scoring than expected, but again, us seeing Marian slow a team down defensively is nothing new.
No, and you said it very well. Defense can keep you in games when your offense is not striking. But I will say this about their offense. I didn't think the shot selection was bad at all. You look at all the ones that Bailey missed, man, they were all really nice-looking shots, just didn't go. So the fact that good shots, good defense, if you can just clean that up, they'll be fine on the offensive end.
Marian 13 of 30 from the floor, just 2 of 6 from three-point range. But again, McNally, as has often been the case, is the star. She played 18 minutes. She scored 16 points. She had 6 rebounds. Abby McNally in her standard All-American level form today.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for it. Obviously, you highlight it's been a tough 3 or 4 weeks for those young ladies, and you know they're such nice ladies. But I just thought her ease of mind, she came out and just really felt like she wanted to get her game back on track. And not that it's been bad, because it hasn't. But she just played, I think, at a different level of ease here in the first half.
On the flip side for Bethel, Smith has been their best player in the post with 8 points. Did pick up 2 fouls. It's been a limited foul first half. A total of 10 fouls are whistled going in both directions. Bethel is 8 of 26 and 1 of 8 from three-point range. Those things you almost kind of expect because of how good Marian is defensively. The thing you can control if you're Bethel, they're 3 of 7 from the free throw line. And as you noted, Jan, that is not their MO on the season.
Listen, they do remotely what they've done up to this game, hitting 78% of those. Look what the difference in the score would be, because they're getting there. They've got to clean that up a little bit. I thought Bethel played pretty well, stayed right with it, but they went kind of dry in the half court too.
As you can tell, both men's teams getting ready for our second game of the doubleheader, featuring the Bethel and Marian men. That game coming up at 3 o'clock. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll take a look around the Crossroads League. Marian leading Bethel 29-20 in women's basketball. We're back in a matter of moments on the ISC Sports Network.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
Hey, grab me one too.
We jumped in immediately. We take an intro to engineering course.
And they sit there and tell you, we're not going to push you through every single prereq your first 2 years. We're going to let you get hands-on work with engineering right away, because 2 years of a prereq, that's boring.
There's companies always asking for students with shop experience. And the dean will email me and say, hey, they're looking for a guy just like you, which is awesome that the dean knows who a guy like me is.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Back at the PE Center in John Grimes Court, Marian leading Bethel in women's basketball by a score of 29-20. Let's take a quick check of the scoreboard and standings in the Crossroads League before we get you to first half highlights. Again, because Marian has lost now 2 of their last 3 in league play. St. Francis has jumped back in front. Cougars are 8-1 in the league and 18-1 overall. Marian 7-2 and 17-2 overall. Marian shares first place with Spring Arbor, a team they beat early in the conference season. So right now, Marian to be the 2 seed. Spring Arbor will be the 3. Huntington, who knocked off Marian last week, currently in 4th at 6-3. Taylor is 5-4. Bethel and Indiana Wesleyan are both 4-5. Right now, Grace and Mount Vernon are 2-7, tied for the last spot that gets you into the conference tournament. And Goshen is 0-9 on the season in league play. There's a very happy youngster enjoying their time at the game today. Other games, and because of the snow, some sites started early today. St. Francis already beat Mount Vernon Nazarene 86-51, and Taylor has already beaten Grace 88-75. Elsewhere, Spring Arbor and Huntington, that game is in progress. That game is tied at 20 in the second quarter. No score yet from Indiana Wesleyan and Goshen. So that is your look around the Crossroads League. As we now have completed that, let's get you to our first half highlights as they fly by. Here is the scoring in half number one. Again, McNally had 16 for Marian, 5 for Double, 3 for Faust, 2 for Wheeler, 2 for Grimm, and 1 for Fisher. For Bethel, 8 for Smith, 3 for Scales, 3 for Nickerson, 2 for No, and 4 for Stilley. We mentioned the shooting stats in the last segment of the program. Let's bring you other numbers, and Jan noted this. Bethel is out rebounding Marian right now, which gets your attention. 20-17. Second chance points, though, have been at a minimum. 4-1 in favor of Bethel. For Marian, 20 of their 29 points have been in the paint, and 9 of their points, compared to 0 for Bethel, have been of the fast break variety. Marian has 10 assists on 13 field goals, while Bethel has 4 assists on 8 field goals. 8 pilot turnovers, 6 for Marian, and Marian is winning the points off turnover battle, 8-0. Of these plays or of those stats, Jan, what jumps off the page to you?
Well, sitting there watching the highlights, and you got to think that Marian talked a little bit, hey, guys, we can't let the ball get so deep all the time. That's been a little bit of the problem on the defensive side. Well, you can't argue 20 points defensively. On the other side, Bethel, I don't think you change anything. If you're Bethel, you hit free throws, and you're right where you want to be.
This is rare that you say that in the modern basketball game, but if you're Bethel, of 26 shots, 8 were from 3. They almost need to shoot more threes at this point if you're Bethel?
Yeah, well, it depends how Marian plays them. I think you're going to see Marian go, if you're going to beat us, it needs to be from outside, because all the shot, if you highlight their shot selection, it is flat out at the rim. If Marian shuts that down, that may force the 3 for Bethel.
Again, Marian 29 and Bethel 20 is our score at halftime. We'll take this quick timeout. Third quarter action is not too far away as you're watching Crossroads League basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
This story is mad good.
Ice Spice?
Who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
This is intense.
But I love you. Buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Getting an internship here has been much easier than I anticipated. My friends at bigger schools are telling me, well, I need to live, close to this city so I can work for this company. Well, I'm already close to the city. I live here.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
This story is mad good.
Ice Spice?
Who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
This is intense.
But I love you. Buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not. When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
Today's game brought to us part by our friends at Hoagies and Hops. They've been serving Pennsylvania-style hoagies and cheesesteaks in Indianapolis since 2015. 6 minutes from campus, 42nd and Boulevard. Hoagies and Hops, proud to partner with Marian University Athletics. They provide a 15% discount for all fans. Show your game day ticket or your Marian ID card, hoagiesandhops.com. Now, Hoagies and Hops, great partner of ours on ISC. We film Query and Schultz there every Tuesday. Before the show started, I asked Jan, I said, all right, what's your preference of subs? And he said, all of them. So at what point in time are you going to join the Query and Schultz crew for a Tuesday show?
Yeah, I got to make that commitment come true because, listen, you did highlight the Philly cheese as one of the best, which is my favorite. So, but you can't make a sub that I won't like.
Knowing that I think all of us are going to be stuck in our homes the next couple of days, and it is on my way home, I'm really trending towards a Hoagies and Hops stop on the way home, and that way I can save all the groceries I've hoarded the last couple of days, save them for Sunday and Monday.
Not a bad thing, right?
Men's game will follow this one, coming up at approximately 3 o'clock, and it has been a season of struggle for the Marian University men. That has not been the case for Bethel, and we've seen this with games at home against Gray, against Indiana Wesleyan. It is a day where the Marian men have their work cut out for them.
They sure do. This is a Bethel team that averages about 90 points a game. They flat out will push the tempo. They got good players that love to shoot. They do a lot of things really right. Listen, they have a shot if they do things right, Greg, to be one of the contenders to win this conference championship.
So we'll have the coverage of the men's game coming up in the not too distant future at 3 o'clock. Marian has yet to come out of the locker room for half number 2. Oftentimes that is associated with you did not play well. That wasn't the case for the Knights in half number 1.
No, I thought they played really well, actually. I thought they had good movement in the half court, and that's when they're playing at their best. They just got to get that comfort zone and the rhythm back. They're a very rhythm-oriented half-court team that just seems to flow their threes inside, outside. While they did that at times, really seem, let's see if they can get in their comfort zone.
Marian will have the basketball to start quarter number 3.
I suspect most of the conversation in that locker room was about guarding the rim and being at the rim and not allowing the ball so deep. When the ball gets, Greg, so deep, there's not much you can do because you're either going to foul or they're going to shoot, you foul, and it just, that's been kind of one of the pieces of their defense that needs tweaked a little bit. Sometimes you stop that by not allowing the ball to get down there. If you always allow it to get down there, then it's almost too late.
Next two on the road for Marian after this one. They go to Spring Arbor on Wednesday, and they go to Goshen on Saturday. Next home game for the Knights, February the 4th against Mount Vernon Nazarene. Our next broadcast day on ISC for Marian will be in 2 weeks when they take on Taylor for a Saturday double dip.
I thought Marian got off to a really good start in half number 1. Let's see if they can do that in half number 2, Greg.
Starting 5 back on the floor for the Knights. And 4 out, 1 in, just trying to isolate McNally. And Kirby forced the issue and it wasn't there. Great defense by Claywell. This is Scales. Shot clock at 11. Now down to 5.
Marian pressure in the passer, and that's one of the things you do to try to keep the ball from going inside. But, man, got a good-looking 3 there.
So No gets it to go with 1 on the 30. Her first made 3, just the second made 3 by Bethel. And it's back to a 6-point game. No got a hand in there to send that ball sideways.
Yeah, we talked about in half number 1, would Bethel come out and shoot some threes? That's pretty quick, and they made the first one.
Aubrey Frank is going to check in for Marian momentarily. First time we have seen her today. Double pulls and misses, but McNally got knocked to the floor by Smith, and that's a big foul. That's her 3rd. So Jasmine Smith picks up the foul. Frank will check in, replacing Bailey.
Yeah, that is huge because she's pretty good defender inside and really is kind of physical down deep. We'll see how her replacement does.
McNally.
There you go, all day long.
Kenna Kirby with the dodge. And Marian 11 assists on 14 field goals. And a little 1-2-2 full court pickup here by Marian.
Dominate inside, then let the rest just come into flow.
Now a little half court trap here by Marian, and it leads to a steal immediately. 3-on-1. McNally to Kirby. Kirby got it to go. I don't think Kirby was expecting that ball to come back to her. But Kirby gets her first field goal, and lead now at 10. It got as large as 11 late in the half. No, just made one three-pointer and makes another.
Listen, you hit one, good chance you'll hit two.
Freshman from Michigan got it to fall.
Well, you talked about would they come out and look for threes, and 2 in a row answers that question.
Faust, the double. McNally, shot does not go. And again, it's been allowed to be physical in the low block in both directions today. That's why there has been a total of 11 fouls called so far in today's contest. And I think that's going to be an illegal screen.
Yep.
And frankly, the interior official caught it. And basically what it was is Scales just kind of leaned in to the Marian defender to make sure that she made contact. And with that, we'll go the other way.
Frank has played some good minutes for Marian. Hasn't had a lot of playing time, but has done some nice things.
Yeah, Frank
once he got in.
Played at Washington High School. Her dad's the administration there at the high school. And late whistle to the right when McNally draws contact, and she will shoot two. So Stilley commits the foul, and McNally will shoot just the third and fourth free throws of the game for Marian.
Yeah, good ball fake, really, to get the defender off their toes and on their heels and takes it to the hoop. Like to see as much of that as possible.
McNally makes them both.
How about 20 for McNally? That's good to see.
Marian trying, again, they kind of had token press in the first half, and it's really what this is here.
I think that's part of why Frank's in there. Get some fresh legs and see what pressure she can present.
Scales, a miss. McNally, the rebound. So Frank getting some valuable minutes. Nice find. Lynn Faust just couldn't make the layup.
Frank's with a really nice pass, didn't finish.
Frank has played in every game but one. She has averaged 9 minutes a game. Stays with no and altered the shot. And Faust with the inside position.
Yeah, Faust, good check out.
Extra pass goes from Faust to Kirby. McNally by her lonesome.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Can't lose her.
Good rotation, everybody moving, good spacing. When Marian does that, they're as good as anybody, period.
McNally with 22. Lead now matches its largest of 11. Claywell, nice move.
Oh, touch shot.
Her first bucket in 4 tries. Claywell, senior, averaging a little more than 12 points a contest this year for the Pilots. Both teams finding a little more rhythm offensively here in half number 2. McNally, the blow by, and scored again.
Absolutely.
McNally with 24 again already. The school's all-time leading rebounder. It'll be close to see if she gets enough games to catch Ella Collier in terms of total points. 3 for Stilley, no. Kirby, good job to get quick hands that rebound. Then Frank gets tied up. Conley McNally will come in to give Kirby a breather. By the way, season high in points for Abby McNally, 29. She is sitting on 24 with 15 minutes left to play. Basket cut and a bucket.
Yeah, that's a really well executed set play out of bounds. Multiple rotations, and you got to talk on that.
That's Gaskins. And Frank getting some really valuable minutes here in place of Bailey. And a foul is called. It'll be on no.
Well, they're really physicaling Frank a lot. There could have been a couple called there.
And that'll lead us to our media timeout. By the way, that's the 4th foul of the half and of the quarter called against Bethel. Marian the ball with a 9-point lead. We're back to Indianapolis in a matter of moments as you're watching on ISC.
There's something that may surprise you about Marian University. It's not our Catholic faith or our Franciscan values. It's not our 5,000 students or our diversity. It's not Marian's championship athletics or our Indianapolis location. It's that Marian is home to Indiana's only college of osteopathic medicine. Marian, Indy's Catholic University.
Well, today's game on the ISC Sports Network is presented in part by Masters Heating and Cooling. When the action heats up, trust Masters Heating and Cooling Indianapolis to keep your home warm. Visit mastersindy.com.
Should we give them a call?
Just to have them on file. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I can get cool real quick. Just go outside or stand right where I'm at. Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. 39-30 is the score.
I'm taking a wild guess. They're pretty busy right now.
Yep.
Just taking a wild guess.
Yeah.
And they're the people to call.
So Marian will have the basketball.
Marian, just be sharp. Play smart basketball, be sharp.
And McNally is fouled. Wave off the shot. That was Abby throwing the ball to Kylie. And I joked with Kylie when she came up to visit us. You know, I live here close by, and so you'll end up seeing some Marian athletes at the same shops. And I joked with the two girls. I'm like, listen, when I see you in Target next time, I need you to both wear something that have numbers 11 and 12 on them so I can tell you apart, because I can't otherwise. So this is Kylie that will shoot two. That was the 5th Bethel foul. So Kylie to the line to shoot two and connects. Kylie 58% from the line this season and missed that one. And the rebound controlled by Smith, who is back in there with 3 fouls for Bethel. Good hands by Double. And Kylie McNally races in front and got fouled. Claywell gives the foul, and McNally will go right back to the free throw line.
Kylie has been in and out of the top 5 in steals in the conference. That's something that she does so well, is anticipate bad passes and is able to get a hand on it.
And McNally connects. Even though Kylie plays fewer minutes than Abby, Kylie has been to the free throw line more times this season.
Well, that's an interesting stat.
It's her 95th attempt of the year. She's made 3 of 4 today. Again, just shy of 60% this year. Marian enjoys their largest lead at 12 at 42-30. And Double probably could have gotten that one if she had went for it. Little half-court trap here by Marian, throwing Bethel a bit of a different look. Claywell fires and connects.
Wow. And she had a hand in her face too. Just cut that off, up over the fingertips.
Claywell not a great three-point shooter, 26%, but got that one to go. And that's been a bigger part of the attack for Bethel in half number 2. They've made 4 for the game, 3 this quarter, and Kylie just kind of ran out of options there. Double got a hand in the passing lane to at least slow down the break for Bethel. Claywell left alone and banked that one in.
How about a few threes? Get yourself right back in to this ball game, Greg. All of a sudden, we got a 2-possession lead, and that's it.
And a timeout taken by Marian, which will turn into a full timeout, which brings us to our next break. 42-36, back to a 6-point game, and you can smile about that one on ISC.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
The timeout taken by Marian. So So Tana Anderson, I happen we saw the last couple of possessions down the floor. We touched on Bethel needed to get kind of going in the three-point area. They're 4 of 5 from 3 here in the quarter as they bring it back to a 6-point game.
Well, you and I talked about would they come out and shoot some more threes, and clearly it's kind of got them back in this game. Good 3 looks, and they're not going away. Marian cannot take their foot off the gas pedal 1 second because Bethel seems to have answered every time they've got an opportunity.
An offensive story for Marian. McNally has 24 of the 42 points. What a player for Marian has more than 5. It's been more spread out for Bethel. Claywell, Smith, and No all with 8 points apiece. And again, Frank in for Bailey and has played most of this third quarter. Frank fires for 3. Not that time, but McNally the rebound. That's her 9th. She's a board away from another double-double. Faust, the pull-up. No.
Man, it's just been that day, hasn't it?
One
Good-looking shot, just wouldn't fall.
1 of 4 from the floor for Olivia today. And Marian, 42% from the floor.
I like this out of Abby McNally. She's fronting the post right now. And I guarantee you they talked about that at halftime of not allowing the ball in there, and much better defense by McNally.
There's that double-double for McNally, 24 and 10. Frank finds Fisher, who just checked in. Double for 3 and missed that one wide left. Marian 2 of 8 from three-point range, 0 of 2 in this half. Again, they don't rely on the 3, do Marian.
Bethel's got a real opportunity here.
And a foul going to be called against Marian.
Wow, right there it is.
First of the quarter, and again, it was deemed to be on the floor, so no free throws coming here. Wheeler will check in, replacing Faust. Marshall, who played 4 minutes in half number 1, comes back in. Ball tipped away, but Double got just a bit of body going through Gaskins that time, and now we'll see Bailey check back in.
Hey, I thought Franks held her on. I thought she gave some solid minutes, did some nice things when she was in there.
Three, got it.
Wow.
5th 3 of the quarter. Connected upon by Bethel. They've scored the last 9. It's back to a 3-point game.
Wheeler got stuck behind a screen and couldn't get around it, and they got just a wide open 3 that time. A 3-point lead for the Knights.
Marshall makes her 12th 3 of the season. Ball tipped away. McNally tracks it down. Pivots, finds an opening and scores. And today is going to be a day where simply McNally carries this team across the finish line if they can make it.
Yeah, well said. And the team's got to know it, too.
Williams back in now for Bethel. The step through, the McNally is kind of walled away. Fisher.
Oh, what a pass.
McNally bucket.
What a pass. Nothing better than a beautiful pass.
McNally with 28. Another assist for Marian. And a little bit more cushion now for the Knights. It's back to a 7-point game. It was 9 at intermission.
Greg, when Marian has been in transition, they've been very good.
No goes sideways, and McNally scores again. McNally's got 30.
Gorgeous pass. Wow. Right in step. Beautiful bounce pass.
Shot missed. And McNally gets fouled. And that's 4 on Smith. And so 2 free throws coming up for Marian, as McNally will shoot the free throws.
Pretty good drive.
And again, that's survival skills by Smith. She's trying to brace her fall and inadvertently wraps her arm around McNally's neck. I think in wrestling, that's a crippler crossface she just applied on her, I think. So McNally now will shoot 2.
30.
1. 31 of the 49. So a new season high with still 10 minutes left to play. And now it is a quick 8-0 spurt by Marian.
Boy, it went from 3 to 11 in a hurry.
Shot clock turned off. Foul on Wheeler, but again, Marian's got fouls to give, so that's just the 3rd foul. And another hold on the floor comes against Marian. That's going to be on Fisher. So again, that's the last foul that Marian had to give. That's not what they're trying to do there. But the next time that happens, there'll be 2 free throws attached to it. On the shot.
She's played well, Greg. She's been really steady for the Pilots.
That's Williams. Clock is on your screen. Shot's going to go up. Wheeler obliges, but left it short. Well, it is what it was at halftime, which is a 9-point lead for Marian. Marian survived a 9-0 run that Bethel got it back within 3, and the Pilots made 5 threes in the quarter. But McNally is the star. She has 32 of the Marian 50. Knights lead it by 9 as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.
Merchants Bank is one of the nation's top performing banks. Take our fixed rate CD, for example. At 4.5 APY, it's a great way to earn a higher interest rate than you do with a traditional savings account. Merchants Bank makes it simple. What you see is what you get. A great rate. No gimmicks, no minimums, no hidden fees. Merchants Bank, one of the nation's top performing banks. Hop on over.
Got a quarter left to go of our women's game today that sees Marian leading Bethel by a score of 50-41 alongside Jan Bozier. Greg Rakestraw with you. Jan, what's going to be the difference here in quarter number 4?
Well, transition's been a big highlight reel for Marian today. Started in the first half. They reeled off 2 or 3 there in the third quarter. They were only up 3 at one point. Then all of a sudden, transition got them 3 or 4 easy buckets that got them this 9-point lead.
Quick check of the top 25 in terms of Crossroads League teams. Marian number 4. St. Francis number 6 in the polls. Spring Arbor checks in at number 21 and expanding outside of the Crossroads League, but in the area, Indiana Tech checks in at number 24. If you keep going in terms of those receiving votes, Huntington and Taylor both included in that group as well. So Marian will have the basketball to start quarter number 4. Bailey on the blow by. Turns and dishes to find McNally, and McNally just kind of lost the ball on the way up. But a foul is going to be called as to why she lost the ball, and McNally will shoot 2.
Really nice pass by Bailey.
And McNally misses that one.
Kind of rushed that one a little bit.
Finds the rhythm that time.
Now with this lead, Greg, this is when you really put pressure. Really try to pressure this Bethel Pilot half-court offense.
It's a 13-point game when they played early in the season. Wheeler going to be called for the blocking foul. Scales. Good switch by Marian defensively. Powers her way through, drew contact, and 2 free throws coming up for Scales.
Yeah, they did. It was a good switch, but she just physicaled her way at the rim. I think Bethel, once again, if they're going to get back in this thing, their best bet's at the free throw line. Shot the 3 well early, but they're that team that if they can get to the line with the clock stop, Greg, is a really good recipe.
Scales makes them both. She is now 3 of 6 from the line. Those are the first free throws Bethel has shot of the half. 51-43. Bailey's runner, no. Unfortunately, Madison just can't buy a bucket today, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Bailey on the season, 66% from the stripe. And misses that. It's one of those days for Madison.
You just got to go with it. You know, sometimes it's that way. She's literally had a lot of shots, just not find a way all the way through the net.
She leads the team in minutes played by a sizable margin. There's 29 minutes of contest. Frankly, usually when she is not in the game, it's because the game has been decided. May have gotten a piece of that. I do think that hit, yep, Faust on the way down. It'll stay Bethel basketball. Shot clock is at 17.
Well, I was going to say, somebody's going to get called for a foul. They might both get called for a foul.
It'll be Kenna Kirby. She and Marshall got tangled up. Good hands by Bailey. Trying to get back on top of it, and does, and finds a teammate in Faust. Eventually, Bailey will try to come out of there with it. And now somehow out of this, it's 3-on-1. And guess who?
Beautiful pass.
McNally. Now with 35. By the way, her career high is 38. That is also the program record for points in a game.
No look pass, beautiful.
Grace 2 years ago, that jump shot happened on and popped out. And McNally grabs her 12th rebound. Faust got it.
Did you see her moving into the shot? Every time she's moving into the 3, mark it down.
Largest lead for Marian now sits at 14 with 8 minutes left to play. Off the hands of Bailey. Nickerson will come back on for Bethel. Claywell will do the same. Nickerson just 1 3-point field goal today in 19 minutes played. No, ripped away by Bailey.
Yeah, I like that. That's just a good steal.
Double. The step back. No. Been a quiet day for Double as well. She's 2 of 5. And after McNally's 35, the next leading scorer is 6 for Marian. Scales got it. Tough shot.
Double team still powered it up.
Her second field goal. McNally the catch. Gets square. Missed it. And a foul against McNally. Going for the loose ball. McNally, her second foul. A rare miss from McNally today. She is 15 of 21 from the floor. No. Good hustle by Double. And it's in the family genes. Go long. Kylie McNally gets her first field goal.
That fly pattern's been Kind to her today, Admin.
The McNallys have 40 of the Marian 59. Foul on Faust. And free throws coming up, and that is because there's 5 team fouls on Marian, hence the 2 shots.
Abby needed today. She really did. She's really come out. She's ran the floor, played an Abby McNally type game, posted, rebound, double-double.
Well, I think one of the best things for the girls was the fact that this week was the bye. There's kind of the one in the middle of the year, you kind of have that one Wednesday off to kind of catch up a little bit. And I think that allowed, understandably, their family to reset a little bit.
I completely agree. Such a nice family.
Doubles runner left it short. Kylie McNally there. Faust, no. Abby McNally kept it alive, but Smith playing with 4 fouls, able to track it down. Good job by Scales to come back for it. Down 13 with 6:13 left to go. If it's going to be a run for Bethel, it has to come now.
Well, the defense for Marian, I think, has been really the difference in the second half, maybe even more so in the fourth quarter.
I think that ball was tipped, yes.
Greg, they're getting their hands on a lot of deflections, getting a lot of touches. That tells you being active, moving your feet and your hands on defense.
Opponent shooting 36% from the floor against Marian this year, shooting 29% from three-point range. Another deflection there by Bailey. Shot clock at 4. Claywell at 3. Takes the shot, doesn't get the roll. And Abby McNally again walks the tightrope, finds her sister. And that was a significant foul and ended up clipping a photographer. Everybody appears to be all right.
Abby says
underneath the baseline.
To Kylie, yes, I do pass you the ball sometimes.
That was No that missed the basket support and got the photog. Everybody appears to be all right. So Kylie to shoot 2 free throws. And connects. Kylie 4 of 5 from the line. And this is officially McNally Day. The McNallys have taken 11 of the 15 free throws so far. Make it 12 of 16 attempted by Marian.
And that's not a bad thing.
In what is still a competitive game, the McNallys may end up outscoring Bethel by the end of it. Claypool, nice move. Or Claywell, excuse me. Claywell gets the bucket.
Claywell with 10. She's had a solid game.
Kylie on the assist from Bailey. Kylie McNally now with 9.
Well, the inside game, and we talked about it before we even tipped off, had to start with the McNallys, and clearly it has today, Greg.
On the drive, shot missed. Abby McNally, her 15th rebound. She's had games of both 20 and 20. So she's chasing career high in points, but she's got some work to do if you get the rebounds, if you will. Bailey on the drive, would not go, but tipped and kept it alive. And now a foul on Smith. So
I think we got a technical.
Correct. So good bucket by Abby McNally. And then a technical foul was just assessed.
See what happened here. Didn't really see the end of the play. Let's see from here.
So foul on Smith, which would be her 5th. So the bucket is good for McNally. And we'll also have our media timeout, which gives us a chance to assess. But the way that I'm reading this, good bucket and then 2 technical shots, and the ball goes back to Bethel after that. We'll see if that matches up when we come back to the PE Center. Marian now leads by 17 on ISC.
When you have back or neck pain, you'll try anything for relief. Anything.
Whoa! Honey?
Honey, it was mustard seed.
For real options, get your back in front of the spine experts at Ortho Indy. Ortho Indy Spine. This is your way back.
All right, so let's kind of walk through this. So, technical foul assessed to Smith, which is a personal foul, which is her 5th. So she's done for the game. Good bucket by McNally. And now you will see free throws coming out of the timeout. This portion of the broadcast is brought to us by Michaelis. From ground-up building projects to around-the-clock emergency security services, no one answers your prayers, and the phone's quicker than Michaelis. Call 1-844-FIX-INDY. We're going to show it again. Our officials are reviewing that last technical that was assessed. So we'll show it to you again. We got 3 cameras that are recording all the action today. Taking it from a different angle as well. So again, this is not concerning the basket. This is concerning what happened on the ground. And the only thing I can think of, a little bit of contact like to the back of Bailey's head, but I'm not sure if that was what drew the whistle there. Obviously, when we can't tell that there was something said, you know what I mean?
At the very end there, you see the right hand, to your point. It didn't appear to be a lot of anything, but from his angle, felt like it was a little too much, I guess. Didn't seem like a whole lot there.
So as it stands now, it's a 17-point lead for Marian with 4:51 left to go. And so Double will be asked to shoot 2 free throws. And I'm not sure that the replay really could kind of show you the full context of that. And Double makes them both. And it'll be Marian having possession of the ball. And all of a sudden, Jance, 19-point game.
Boy, it just came out of nowhere, but you highlighted what needed to happen in defense. Really kind of carried them in the first half. The offense has come around here in the second half, and the defense has remained consistent throughout the whole game.
Shot clock at 13. Frankly, elongated possessions, not a bad thing for Marian. McNally, career high. 39, a program record for points in a game. Abby McNally, and a 21-point lead. Up and under by Scales. Again, folks, Bethel is significantly better.
Yeah.
This final score may not indicate really how this game was played today.
No, they kept this a game for three quarters.
And to show you how good this league is, and frankly,
no, be careful there.
Inadvertent foul is all right. It's going to be a foul on Scales on the dive. Free throws will be coming up here. Nope. I think it may be the 4th. No, that is the 15th foul, so free throws are coming up.
That looked a little awkward.
Yep. But to finish the thought, I think the middle of the league has got significantly better. Bethel's probably going to be 4 and 6 in league play at the end of the game. They're a good basketball team, Jay.
Yeah, they really are. They're just a team who is really getting better all the time. They're kind of like one player away from really crossing over to that upper level, Greg.
Coach Polsgrove not happy about that call, and I get it.
Yeah,
in terms of kind of how the whistles have gone lately. But at the same time, that was just a mistimed dive for the ball, and you saw Faust's reaction. That's a foul.
Yeah, I was more concerned she didn't.
Right, correct, yeah.
Get the knee taken out there.
Right.
Nothing intentional at all, just the way things kind of fell through.
Just diving for the ball. That's going to be a kick ball, yep. Out of bounds to Bethel. And our men's game will follow 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. We'll be beginning that game just a bit after 3 o'clock. McNally the steal.
Uh-oh, fly pattern.
But
Nope, didn't
taken
get
away
through.
by Claywell. 9th Marian turnover. Bethel has committed 16.
And that's been a key as well. 9 turnovers in this game for Marian is a really solid stat.
Taken away by Bailey. Bailey on the take. Left hand doesn't go. Well, if you're Madison Bailey, you picked a good day to have a bad day. Your team's up by 21. Nickerson flies it. It's not been a good day for Nickerson either. She's made just one of those. Claywell misses. Good inside position by Double. And again, there's certainly a chance these two teams could see each other again in the Crossroads League tournament. And big game coming up for Marian at Spring Arbor. Double got fouled and won.
Double. There ain't no question she was hanging on. I'm not sure Double thought that was going in, but was able to put it in anyway. Take a look right here. You can see a little bit of contact there.
You know, Jan, for Marian, it's almost like you always know what McNally's going to give you. And you need one of like these next 5 players just to give you something. Because the next 5 players for Marian all average about 8 or 9 points a game. You just need somebody to be the Robin to Batman today. Batman was good enough.
Batman was solid.
She's sitting on 39.
And a lot of games, Greg, to that point, it's been a different person.
Shot blocked by Kylie McNally.
Bailey, up till this game here, has kind of been that player who's provided that second layer of points. Not her day offensively.
Yeah, doubles 10, the only other double-figure player. And Scales got it. Scales now with a dozen. Well, again, final score will not be indicative of how this game was played. And that'll be an offensive foul. Third foul against McNally. Kirby will have a seat. Marian 47% from the floor, Bethel 39%. And out of bounds by Bethel. And a timeout taken by the Pilots. 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Bethel's record going to fall to 13-7, 4-6 in league play. Bethel will play host to Goshen on Wednesday night, then they will go to Taylor on Saturday afternoon. That's what's up next for the Pilots. And a couple of games got done early today as everybody's trying to beat the clock in terms of the impending snowstorm. Spring Arbor is putting it on Huntington, 67-44 is that score in Huntington with 6:35 left to play. St. Francis already a sizable winner over Mount Vernon Nazarene, and Taylor beat Grace today by a score of 88-75.
I think it's fair to say St. Francis may be as hot as anybody right now. They played well, and they got that victory here, and they have not let up since that time, Greg.
And again, an important kind of, we know it well, luckily, as Marian has hosted now a regional 5 years running in the NAIA. But if you're in that top 15, you're in good position to host your first 2 games of the national tournament. As Marian has done so. McNally splits a double team, shot does not go. And the rebound corralled by Bethel and Nickerson. Marian 9-0 in postseason games played in this building over the last 5 years. Bailey and Scales got tied up.
This may do it for Abby.
So Frank will come in, Grimm will come in, and yes, McNally's day is done. So here's her final line today. 39 points, 16 rebounds, 17 of 24 from the floor. A new program record for points in a game with 39.
Good for her. Good for her.
To Scales to shoot 2. And by the way, folks, in case you wondered, yes, there's a video board here. So if you see somebody react to a camera, it's not just great timing. They can see themselves in the building. And it carries our feed during game action. If Scales makes the second, she'll check out, and she will. She'll exit with a game-high 13 points. So both teams start to empty the bench a little bit. Shaluga in for the first time now for Marian. For Bethel, Faith Fleetwood has checked in, a junior from Vincennes Lincoln High School. Simpson in for Marian as well. Grimm commits the miscue on the turnover.
This point in time now, Greg, you want to protect your home court for sure. Take care of business. And I thought the overall, Marian came out and played a solid game. Clearly some players played really well. Others didn't quite have their game, but when you can have a player put the type of numbers that Abby was able to put up today, it's awful good to see.
Marshall gets the 3 to go for Bethel. Basket cut to Shaluga. Couldn't get it off the rim. Shaluga, a freshman from Ohio.
You talk about the defense. Marian gives up just 52. Right now it's at 56. So that just tells you the defense was there today, no question.
The men's game will follow in about 25 minutes.
The other piece, Greg, and Marian able to play a lot of players. Valuable experience.
Ball tipped by Frank, out of bounds, back to Bethel. Shot clock at 5. Simpson. Shot clock at 2, at 1. 3 does not go, and Simpson tracks in the rebound, the freshman from Rockville, Indiana. And Frank on the bounce. Marian will hang on to the basketball and call this one 74-56 final score. Jan, final thoughts on this one?
Well, I thought the defense, as you well documented throughout game, stayed steady the whole game. Offense took over, and it was the Marian offense we're accustomed to see it. Abby, and more Abby, and boy, she needed that. Well done, Abby.
39-16 for one of the all-time greats at Marian. Today was one of her best days as an individual. Marian 8-2 in league play, 18-2 overall. Your final score, Knights 74, Pilots 56. Men's game comes your way in 25 minutes as you're watching on the ISC Sports Network.